Hey everyone, please enjoy this pure Christmas inspired makeup tutorial. Stay tuned. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my NYX, this is the eye primer, and I am going to put that all over the base of my lid. And for my eye brush, I am using the flat tip brush from the Morphe Eye collection. And this is just a flat tip brush, and I want to just smooth that over just to give the eyeshadow something to stick to. Let's get the other eye. I'm going to put a little bit more right in the inner base. Okay, and the next thing I want to do is grab a base color. So even though this is going to be based off of the Goji Berry, I do want to have a variation of color. So in the inner corner of my eye, I'm going to use, let's go with the like an eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go in with a gold tone color, and it looks like on the back it is called Creamsicle. So I'm going to go in and get some Creamsicle, and I'm going to put Creamsicle right here on the base. And there's no mirror in this palette. That is probably the only downside about this palette, is that there's no mirror. And I'm literally only going to put that right at the base. So if you guys can see that, it's literally only in the corner. Okay. Then I want to get a fluff brush, which is again from the Eye palette. And I want to go in with a eyeshadow that I got from Inglot, and this one is number 292, and it's like a neutral base color, and I just want to use that to be a merging color that will combine it. It is skin tone, and I just want to lay a foundation before I start adding in more color. From the brow, bring it all the way down to the base of the eye. From the brow all the way down. And as you can see, I'm just doing light zigzag motions. Just bringing it down, taking away that shine, giving it a matte, fresh base. Now I'm going to go into my Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to go back into the base eyeshadow brush, and I want to pick up their color called Venetian Red, and that's this color right here. And I want to put that right in the crease. See that right there? Right in the crease. Put a little bit more on. Okay, and then they have a color right next to it called Red Ochre. So I'm going to get that red ochre color, and I'm going to put that one closer to the inner corner, but not all the way. I'll still leave a little bit empty, but just bringing that in, just so that that shine is not there. It brings in a more matte look towards the beginning. I'm going to go into the palette now. I'm going to get another color called Regal, and I will go ahead and put that above. Now, this one's a slightly orange color, so it's just going to kind of brighten it up towards the top and give a variation. So now it's starting to look almost like a berry sunset, which is what I'm going for. Now I'm going to go back into that Inglot color, the neutral color, 292, and I want to just buff that out, just to take away any harsh lines and make it smooth. Now I want to go in now I'm going back to the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to use the chocolate shade called Chip, like a chocolate chip. And I'm going to go back in with the shadow brush. I'm going to pick up that chocolate chip, and what I want to do is add a little bit more depth to the crease of my eye to give it more of a smoky eye effect. Right at the base, and I'm going to bring it down. So it's going to come here, and I'm going to bring it down around the corner to kind of create a little triangle. I just want that whole corner to have that nice chocolate shade. Okay? And don't worry about smoothing it out yet, because you're going to use a different brush to do that. Go back towards the crease. Okay, and I'm going to go back into that fluff brush. This is the same brush that I used to do the neutral color. I just want to bring this side up just a little bit more to match in with the other side. Okay, and take your fluff brush and go ahead and start buffing that out. You want the chocolate chip or the chip color to merge with your berry color at the top, because we want this berry color to be the star of this makeup look. And then go ahead and buff the gold that you put in the beginning and the chocolate together. Now to make this look really pop, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Beauty with an Edge Shimmer Palette. And I'm going to go in with this color, let's see, this color here. That is a very nice goji berry color called After Party. So let's take our brush, and I'm going to really pack on the color, really pack it on so that this color shows up very bright. And the name of this shade is called After Party. And you're gonna really put that. Notice I'm not actually blending it in, I'm literally just patting it into the base. This is really gonna bring out the look. So now that you have that strong pop of color in the middle, that is what we are going for, is that very strong pop of goji berry red. Again, that was the Urban Decay After Party shade. And I'm going to take a different fluff brush that came in their set that doesn't have any makeup on it at all or any eyeshadow on it, and just blend that together with the gold that I have here in the corner, and just to make sure that any rough areas on the edges where it meets with the chip has also been blended, because you don't want any harsh lines. I really want to bring out the holiday sparkle, so I'm going to be using this Urban Decay Moondust palette, and I'm going to be using it in the shade Element, and here it is right there. And I'm just also going to pat that on because it's going to give me sparkles. This palette has very glimmery, sparkly effect, and I'm just going to place it on top. You might not be able to see the difference on the camera, but in person there is enough of a difference to see the sparkle that it just looks stunning. It looks beautiful. I'm going to take that same shade, the Creamsicle. I'm just going to tie the look together by adding that Creamsicle right here under my brow, right under the brow bone. And that just ties in the look. And just make sure you buff that out. Okay. Now I'm gonna take the Maybelline Ultra Liner, waterproof, and I'm gonna use that to line my lash line here. Very thin. No wing eye because I'm gonna be using lashes, and so when I do lashes, I usually don't do a wing eye. Okay, very thin look. And then I'm gonna go in with the, I haven't even opened this, the L'Oreal Telescopic. This is in the color Carbon Black. Again, this is from L'Oreal. And I really like this mascara because I like the brush. You can really get a lot of your tiny eyelashes, which is very hard to do on some of the brushes because they're so big. But this one is just thin enough and long enough to really get those inner lashes. Shiseido, this is a dew that is called Solar in the shade 02. And it doesn't really add like a solid color, but it does add a little bit of shimmer. And so I want to take this color and I want to just add that underneath the brow bone, just to give a little bit more reflection right there. And these are the subtle things that make your makeup look a little bit different than other people's. So it's just a nice small touch, but it makes all the world of difference to me. And I really like the new Shiseido makeup line. Next thing that I want to do is grab my blush. And I'm also going to be using a blush from Shiseido. It is in the color Sayoko 06. And I'm going to take, let's see, the angle brush from their Complexion palette. And this is like a mousse. It's creamy, but it's also like a mousse at the same time. Has a very nice texture to it and a good color payoff. And I'm going to just lightly blend that in till I get a little bit of blush. Okay. Not too much, just enough to make a difference. And I always blend my brush in as my blush in as I apply it, just because it looks more like it's into the skin instead of sitting on top of the skin. It's better to build layers. So as you can see, that's really light. It's not really a big, blush spot, but it's just giving me a little bit of glow. Which is what I want to do is get my Wet n Wild eyeliner, and this is in black. I'm going to get that Venetian red, and I want to just come right underneath where I have the eyeliner. So the next thing I'm going to be using is Blind Date, and it's by Wet n Wild. And it's, again, a berry color. I just want to tie it in. For lashes, I use the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, and I use the Kiss Lashes in So Natural. And this is the finished look. So this look is inspired by the Genesis PURE Goji Berry, and I wish you a Merry Christmas. Please make sure that you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the notification bell at the bottom so that you will not miss any videos that I have coming up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!